Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, so this is going to be a divine feminine and masculine connection reading, and I'm going to do it a little bit different than I normally do. So first off, we're going to start with, what is the union space doing right now? What can we see regarding the union space? What is the connective energy of the twins at this time? I just saw a beautiful card, but that's not what's coming out, so not yet anyways. So let's see, what is it? Thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us what is the frequency of the union space at this time. Oh, and on the floor. We're getting balanced forces and endless opportunities. I'm going to go to the guidebook for each of these. 19. Yin and yang, productive flow, masculine and feminine energy, the balance of duality, patriarchal paradigm being rebalanced, equality, balance in perspective. Yeah, so this card invites you to look at the masculine and feminine energy from a more balanced perspective. Is the situation at hand on the more masculine side of the spectrum? Can it be tempered with feminine energy? Life in general, I think, needs to come into that. Vice versa, would the addition of masculine energy bring balance? What needs to happen to form a more holistic and equalized foundation? Do you normally hold a position of one extreme? How might you balance this so you can experience a more optimized state of being? So as we know on the twin journey, it's about doing this within each of us so that we can come together and be exponential, two balanced whole individuals co-creating with the same mission to do the divine work on the planet, to bring the light. And so that is so beautiful. Keep looking at all of the things you're navigating right now, twins, as opportunities to balance the yin yang, the complementary, and to really observe where those are not being allowed to be present and reside in whatever it is you're doing. And then endless opportunities. This one is decision making, choice, crossroads, unrealized opportunities, taking the path of least resistance, heart over mind, direction, focused energy, and the high road or the low road. So you have options and opportunities you may not have realized. The universe wants to give you what you want. It's all there, so reach out and wholeheartedly choose it. While you sit on the fence, your experiences are diluted or confusing. We live in a time of choices. Sometimes reason and limitation direct our choices, and we feel unfulfilled as a result. Choose life from a place of heart, compassion, and integrity, and you can't go wrong. I really believe that this is showing that the twins are understanding as we come into balance. Unlimited potential to truly be alive is presenting. We live in a luxurious time of choice and mastery on the planet, and this is a powerful reminder that there is the law of gender, the law of the yin yang, the balance coming in, and as we utilize that truly in templates of romantic connection, that we unlock one of the secrets of the universe for exponential opportunity, abundance coming in. Truly profound, so set that in your hearts, twins. Okay, one card for the feminines regarding this union space today. How will that come out next? Happiness. This is the key to your happiness, feminines. So unity with your masculine polarity. Giving yourself permission to activate. If you are primarily in the feminine energy, this is putting down the resistance to leadership, to directing your own life, to having peace and gentle grace with the things that you feel you have to do on your own, through your own might, putting down the resistance to that, but also putting down the resistance and the fear to speaking your heart unapologetically, so that there isn't a tone, passive aggressive quality to it, so that you are just in the moment, in freedom and grace. This is your 10 of Cups. This is the next step. This is the promise. When you come into this wholeness within, you unlock all the possibilities, because you're just coming from that place of a balanced playing field. There's nothing owed. So feminines, there's no more anything owed to the feminine. The patriarchal repatterning that we saw in that card, those times are done. Embody this wholeness within yourself. Don't resist life anymore, feminines. You don't have to go through your masculine for acceptance or approval. You don't have to be at odds within. And that 10 of Cups means many have harmonized that way and are about to. So masculines, what's the next step? The Fool says the leap of faith. Masculines, yeah, so this is you coming into the understanding that you're about to fully embody your own inner divine feminine. The High Priestess, the intuitive, the leap of faith of all leaps of faith, to just know that heart-centered, heart overhead living is where it's at. You're not foolish to do that. You're going to learn that you are not foolish. It's going to become such a profound reality to you, masculines, in the near future. Okay, and a Starseed Oracle, spirit advice for the feminines. What is it we can see? Yeah, spine of fire. That is the structure, the stability, the core of the inner masculine. True self, passion, motivation, and purpose. Tap in your own right, feminine. Do those things written on your heart that you're meant to activate, fully bring into the world, gift to the world through action and deed. Set it upon yourself to do that with a glad heart. And masculines, what is it that you can get? Spectrum generator, reprogramming, transmutation, and stabilization. So ironically, your divine masculine stabilization comes in when you include your inner feminine attributes. You reprogram. I'm hearing the patriarchal hierarchy and dominance structures that holds off your softness, your inner flow, your grace, your relaxation, your peace, the mercy and humility. Anything that has prevented you from dropping into the heart that way, that's being reprogrammed. Fear is being transmuted, and you're finding safety within your heart of hearts to just be you and celebrate who you are. That is the deep nurturance of the divine feminine beingness. And that's going to stabilize your precious heart. Okay, let's see what's next. So what I'm getting to do next is to pull what are each of the twins thinking about the connection, feeling for the connection, like I normally do, mostly for the divine masculine reads, but then pulling a spirit guidance harmonization card for the union of each of those things. So I'm going to pull masculines. I'm going to shuffle here. What are the masculines thinking, feeling, wishing for the connection? And then I'm going to shuffle what the feminines are thinking, feeling, wishing. What each of the twins' biggest challenges towards union at this time, what the spirit guided solution to those challenges are, and where each are going towards union. And then I'm going to shuffle these ones to give a harmonizing card, a union space card for each of those median energies that will come out for the masculines and feminines. Awesome. Okay, so for the masculines, what are they thinking about the connection? Wow, they have embarked on the spiritual aspect of the connection. They've seen it for what it is. They have received the invitation written on their hearts from the divine to become this spiritual seeker, to pray, to open to this fire, to be curious about the invitation that the feminine has offered energetically to the masculine to step into this otherworldly exploration of love, of existence through the lens of love. And what are the feminines thinking of the connection? They're thinking it's a matter of time. They're wondering if the same cycles are going to repeat or if something's going to change. They're feeling the masculines waking up to, not waking up in general, because divine masculines are already so very powerfully aware. But the feminines are feeling the masculines waking up to that very invitation that they've known on their hearts is available with this partnership, co-creation. But the feminines are wondering if the same cycles will happen again. This is called the Wheel of the Year, and this is in the reverse. So like we had the coin, the Ace of Pentacles yesterday in the reverse, and that mighty message of 6 months being shown for those masculines whose free will aligns with telling them that their heart needs to act, the divine will bring in a way out of their karmic situations, whatever that may be in their life. They will see the grace, the humble path, and will be given the opportunity to embark on that within the next 6 months. And so the feminines are also understanding. And for all of you watching, I do feel this is a reflection of yesterday's reading. If you've seen that one, that you are curious if that will in fact happen, if your masculine will utilize their free will to take up that invitation. Multidimensional messages here, and I do have to validate that many of you have been influenced by the message yesterday. If that triggered you, feminines, really take into consideration and work on any fears, work on balancing out your energy about that, because those are the places of your own resistance. If it felt like a deep peace, and like came through in the reading yesterday, if hearts just went, that message was definitely for you and indicates your readiness. If it made you experience contraction or recoil from it or fear, work on that, because you still can bring in those timelines and will and support your masculine to achieving the freedom to act on those divinely guided potentials that came through. So here is this other curiosity that the feminine has as to if their masculine is going to accept that divinely guided invitation. Okay, what is the union energy for what each twin is thinking about the connection at this time? What can we see? What is it that we can see about the twins and how they're thinking about the connection? Oh my gosh. We are getting blessings and flexibility. So stay limber of mind. This is on the head space. Know that this is a blessing no matter what seems to be happening in the connection, in the 3D. This is about the heart level knowing. And so both twins, whether you're masculine or feminine, or you're watching this to balance out those within you, be in an attitude of appreciation, and that will allow for you to be the most flexible, spontaneous in any given moment. But also it will not create rigid thought that will keep you cinched into one timeline or another. It will continually bring in the potentials available, and we are meant to be like children that way. We're meant to be curious, observe, and also witness our observations to decide if they are in alignment with our highest and best timelines. Is it our preference? Is that what we want to be manifesting? Our beliefs indicate what we're going to be manifesting, and so stay flexible and count your blessings as you're navigating this uncertainty, the potentials that are available. Stay flexible, be in appreciation, twins. That is how you gain the most sure-footed motion forward. Okay, what are the masculines feeling on their heart space? Unconditional love. I love it. Oh, yay, masculines. That's so beautiful. And what are the feminines feeling? The feminines are in the 5 of Cups. So for some feminines, there is still this longing, mourning, wondering, and very much counting the blessings, looking at the histories, trying to make light of this. For many, the masculines have not been coming forward, have not been communicating, have not been expressing the magnitude of the changes under the surface. And so feminines are left over here managing their own curiosity, their own melancholy, their own grief in many situations, because they're just not feeling like their masculine's going to come through. But here we have the masculines in this preparation of really embodying self-love in order to have the excess to share with the feminine. So feminines, keep looking at the love that's happened, no matter what the result or the concrete proof of the connection has or hasn't been. Count the blessings in it. You are looking at that. Obviously, that's why you're watching this reading, because you do feel such a powerful connection with your masculine. You do see the love in it. But there is a longing here that needs to be released. Anytime there's pain, anytime there is a depletion of energy, that is a nudge that maybe the storyline has not been seen accurately, or the wholeness is not being celebrated in the now moment. So let's see what we get for the union of the heart space, spirit guidance energy here. What can we see for both the twins on the heart space? Okay, we're getting the gateway. So this is the gateway when we can bring it into the present moment. So feminines, bring everything into the now. Be in forgiveness. Let go of the past storylines. Grieve whatever you need to grieve to bring yourself into the present moment, because that's the gateway. The masculines are getting to that 0 point. They're getting down to the essential, that this love is real, that they want it. So much of the energetic processing you're doing, the mourning energies, the grief, releasing all of that, letting it go, is bringing you into alignment with the masculine on the heart space, and that is the gateway energy here. It is a natural energetic response to purge anything that cannot go forward in the full recognition of love. And I'm hearing seeing is believing, but believing is also prerequisite to seeing. That's the gateway. Okay, what is the masculine wishing for the connection? 10 of Crystals, long-term abundance. But in this card, she's looking over her shoulder going, there's got to be more to life than this rat race that I've been running. And so the masculines know that the only thing left to do is celebrate the love, access the love in this connection. And the feminines are looking to future manifestations because they still feel like they're being pulled in the direction of the connection. They're still wishing to see what will happen in the future, because many are not being given anything concrete yet. So on the floor. And we have diligence. Yeah, so masculines, you have been learning diligence in your manifestations in the 3D. You have been diligently tasked with learning the skills of perseverance and excellence and financial abundance and organization, structure. You are a high-level manifester. You get stuff done. You know how to do it. You are diligent. And now that karmic lesson, that heart, those spiritual callings that have told your intuition to focus on these things and really understand how to apply yourself with fervor. Those have indicated your diligence as a person with stamina and excellence and standards. And now you're going to be rewarded for those qualities, those characteristics that you have excelled at. You are going to be reaping the escrow of love coming back to you, because that's what it has been for. That's the higher calling. You've learned all of those skills because you've learned to be sincere. It's not about the things that you amass when you apply those skills. It is the process of diligence that brings you the spiritual reward, which teaches you your capacity as a being, as a conscientious being. That is the diligence. And feminines, your diligence is manifest in your faith unseen, your belief in potentials, your knowing of spirit, and seeing the ways of intuition, of knowing that your masculine is your divine partner, and diligently working on the sight unseen, faith-based assessment of every step of the way. That is your diligence. That is the feminine diligence that trusts. Your masculine is the one that the divine has voted, has shown you is trustworthy, despite all of the things, the circumstances of the journey that have indicated that it may not come in for you as a couple time and time again. And I'm not saying, again, I am not saying rude behavior, disintegrated behavior from the masculines is divine. No, that might be karmic stuff. I do not know of divine masculines who actively harm the feminine. And yes, there's a lot of karma clearing, but that is not divine, and you must detach from that. I'm talking about the diligence that the feminines have had for unconditional love, setting healthy boundaries, following ebb and flow, understanding when to disconnect from circumstances with their masculine that have not been light-filled and have not been conducive to forward motion at times, figuring out the rhythm, understanding the inner world healing that contributes to the flow, to the grace, when connection is valid, when it's not appropriate. And that is the feminine diligence. To tune into that, to read that, to be sensitive to the nuance of all of those watery, fluid changes of energy. Feminine, you've been diligently specializing in understanding the frequencies and the energetic appropriateness of what you navigate on this journey. Ooh, the potentials. Okay, what are the actions of the masculines at this time? There's that upgrading of all the chakras of the DNA of the crystalline body based on this heartfelt, unconditional love. This is a code rewriting on the DNA. This is like the I am. I am in love with my feminine, and I am changing these things on every level to be more powerfully brought into alignment with this love, is what I'm hearing there. So that is the action of the masculine. The action of the feminine is being this temple of the divine in her own right. Same kind of energy here. The feminine is embodying grace and flow, spontaneity, independence, uniqueness, and spiritual priority in every step she takes, every dance move. Okay, what is the union energy from spirit guidance here? Thank you, Divine Creator, for showing us exactly the frequency we need to see about the actions that the masculine and feminine are taking towards union here. Pleasure. Yeah. Follow your bliss, twins. This is the sensual, alive flow energy both of you are coming into that really is the higher aesthetic of appreciation. Pleasure really is akin to appreciation. When you allow pleasure, you are in ecstasy, you are in appreciation, and the only way the masculines can do that is to rewrite the DNA code to attune to it, and feminines embody it as well. Do everything you can to orchestrate your lives so that you have guilt and shame-free pleasure. Wow. Okay, so what is the biggest challenge for the masculine? The new beginning, the passionate new beginning activation, and temperance level healing is the biggest challenge for the feminine at this time. Embodying mastery, feminines in your own right without needing your masculine, is the biggest challenge for you. And masculines organizing your life for this passionate new beginning, sexual new beginning, sexual partnership, sexual union, everything with your feminine coming into alignment so that you don't have other partners in your life, so that you don't have other distractions that would keep you away from unifying with your feminine. And feminines working on the self-worth that knows that whether your masculine is there or not yet, you are whole in your own right and you do not need him or them. What is the union frequency that the masculines and feminines can know? Delight. We're getting this message again. Be the light in your own right. Bear this torch. Forecast that you are moving into this feminine. Hold the light high so that you become your own guiding light towards this. Trust, sight unseen, by tapping into your own inner divine feminine energy that recognizes this new beginning is coming. Don't lose the light. Don't lose sight of the light, and have a glad heart as you carry out these changes that are unfolding in your life. And feminines, come into this powerful balance so that you are delighted in all things you do and not sad, not in a weakened state of dissatisfaction with what is available in every given moment. You are whole, you are beautiful, you are wise. Stay in that delighted frequency and keep shining your light in the world. What is the spirit guidance? Progress for the masculines, and putting the work into yourself, feminines, and not focusing on external things. Really, this is time for both to excel designing these new templates. So feminines, you're being asked to go even higher with your understanding of your intuitive gifts, of when and where you can just be a nurturing, loving, generous sweetheart in the world. And masculines, you are really being guided to make the moves in your life to bring in the progress that you are understanding needs to come in for the new templates grounding on the planet. So that is a very active external motion of organizing your physical reality to create a new foundation, a new template for the lives that you are being shown will be coming in as you align with your feminine in the months to come, the years to come, the rest of your lives. And feminines, you are continuing to lay the internal foundation of stability and structure within you so that nothing that your masculine does will make you feel insecure anymore. Your masculine loves you. Nothing a divine masculine does is intended to harm or hurt the feminine. And I just want to say again that if you have vindictive, mean, masculine energies around you, please consider that that is likely a narcissistic thing. That is not divine. That is rude. That is abusive. That is not good. And that's likely a karmic situation. Do not fall prey to darkness and inappropriate treatment in the name of unconditional love, feminines. when that message about not taking anything the masculine does personally, that is not putting up with mean treatment. That is understanding your own triggers if you have been conditioned or treated poorly by other masculines in the past, that you don't add storylines to misunderstandings of genuine divine masculines just living their life and managing their own karma. That's the difference here. So we're talking about doing the work so that you're accountable for not making up stories about your masculine when there wasn't actually something there to get worried about. That's the kind of thing we're talking about here. So what is the spirit guided message for this energy voyage? Yeah, it's the journey. This is the journey. So masculines, you're meant to organize your life in a way that brings in these new templates that once you're in union, the two of you will be able to align for the betterment of the planet and demonstrate love in action, compassionate motion in romantic relationships, and really that dream come true, ideal love-based relationship that teaches communities, teaches the world a better way. And feminines, you must come into your own wholeness within as well, so that you can be safe in your own right, so that you are not on guard, so that you can trust, so that you can appreciate this amazing divine love when it shows up fully in your life without sabotaging it. This is the journey. And it's not to each of our faults. We were born into a broken world, and this is the way of transmutation. This is the path of recognizing that we've been handed this energy on the planet and we're saying no to it. Where is the energy going in the near future? The masculines are continuing to make those choices out of the balance of the masculine and feminine within. Considering you, feminine, in all the choices going forward. This card was a very primary card in yesterday's reading. I keep feeling to say, if you haven't seen yesterday's reading, go and watch it, because it's a different energy than I've felt since I started doing these readings, and really it does go hand in hand with today's reading. So the masculines are changing up what they would have otherwise done for this year. They are making different changes. They're making different decisions. They're choosing differently at the different choice points than they would have last year if they were in these now moments. So masculines, stay with it. Really hold fast to the internal guidance that tells you that you need to make different changes than you would have when you thought you were going in different timelines. This is how the freight train stops ahead of the destination. You have to sometimes foresee what's coming down the track so that you can be proactive. And feminine, separation in the reverse, the illusion of separation. So you are really conquering your fears of abandonment, your unworthiness, your unlovable, the forsaken energies. And it goes hand in hand energetically as your masculine is truly actively choosing the higher timelines. This is energetically putting you at ease. But as you energetically put yourself at ease, it also energetically stimulates your masculine to validate this connection and feels like security for him to actually go forward with these choices sight unseen in many cases. Energetic co-creation there behind the surface. So what is the Union card? Oh, that is just way too many. Just get one. What is the Union energy card for where this is going in the near future? Okay, inner peace. Yeah, both of you are really coming into accessing a deeper level of inner peace. Feminines, you are putting down the abandonment, the illusion of separation, more and more. We are infinite. There are moments when we all wish our masculine was holding us tightly and in a love bubble. And so if that's not happening, just know it's coming. Just know that even if it were never to come, which I don't subscribe to, it would still be your wholeness because of your connection to source. So just keep rooting into that, and masculines, just have increasing peace that whatever you're intuitively called to do with these major decisions that you're making, especially this year as you switch timelines, this is a pivotal year for you masculines to disengage from the previous directions and switch course. And so you will have increasing peace, and this will be a growing energy in you as you truly align with your intended destiny. You will have a settled peace on your heart like never before. The anxiety, the restlessness, the uncertainty is going to fall away, and inner peace is going to rise as you do make these brave steps towards the actual timelines that your soul is calling you to connect with. All right, I am going to leave it there, beautiful twins who are watching, and see you tomorrow. Or actually, I don't think tomorrow. It's going to be, unless there's a bonus read, it's going to be Monday. Much love. Bye. Oh, and if you have been wondering about a reading with me, I'm really open this week, so grab a session. I can't wait to work with you. Bye.